this. I've never done this before, so this will be just kind of a crapshoot. Okay. So the title of my story is Four-Legged Babies. I've always had pets. I've always had pets. But I also have had kids too. So when my husband and I first got married, we got a cat. Moved with us to our first home. We had our first child. Of course, it was very important to us that the cat accept the child. Very important to us. Well, we decided we wanted another pet. And my husband and I recalled the turtles one could get. They're about a quarter sized. So he and my 3-year-old son go to one of the pet stores to buy a turtle. Well, you can't buy the little quarter-sized turtles anymore. You have to buy a tortoise. And you have to buy the aquarium. And you have to buy the rocks. And you have to buy the other shit that goes in the aquarium. So this went on for a while, and I got really tired of cleaning the aquarium. Well, we decided, let's take the tortoise out and play with him. Well, it's really not really much fun to play with a turtle. It's like creeping across your floor. He's really not much fun to play with. So after I'd gotten tired of cleaning out the aquarium for enough months, I finally told the husband, this thing has got to go. So he packs up the turtle, brings it back to the store he bought it from, and the guy said, well, we really don't take animals back. And my husband said, well, can you just take him? Well, we're not giving you your money back. I don't care. Just take him. And we're thinking later, I bet they made a fortune out of this turtle. I bet they bought and returned and bought and sold and returned and sold and returned this turtle myriad times. He's got to be worth a fortune. So anyway, second child comes along, decide to move to a bigger place. The cat did not appreciate the move. She showed her disgust with us by pooping right next to her litter box. On the cart, well, wherever it was. So one Christmas Eve, she went home to live at the farm. Yes, I'm sorry. But I'm not quite sure how long she lived at the farm. Several years go by, and I decided, I kind of wanted a cat again. Or did I want a dog? I can't remember. Oh, I wanted a dog. We wanted a dog. So my husband says, okay, we'll go to the adopt-a-pet and, find a nice adult dog, that's nice and tame. No, I go to the shelter and I bring home a Samoyed puppy. And little did I know, it's an extremely high-strung breed. We had this poor dog. I bet it was 6 months. We could not train, despite we went to puppy kindergarten, we couldn't train this poor, sweet dog. The end was when he was actually biting at my boys. One night, the boys and I locked ourselves up into the bedroom just to get away from the dog. So, the next day, my son, I think he's 6 now, he and I go back to the shelter. We go back to the shelter, and I say, I'm sorry, I can't take care of this dog anymore. Well, we don't take him back. This is becoming a theme now. And she said, well, whose fault was it? I said, it's completely my fault. I chose the wrong pet. Well, obviously, we didn't check around, and we obviously shouldn't have sold it to you. Well, whatever. I don't want my money back if that's what you're going to ask me. Just please take him back. Okay. A few years later, I decide maybe I want a cat. So I call a different animal adoption agency. And we were going to be a foster home. They came and did a home visit, and the animals in greatest need were these 2 black and white cats, Oregano and Basil. They bring them over, they drop them off in our hallway, and they fly. I have no idea where they went. We set out food. They came out in the evenings and ate it. We never saw them during the day. And about 4 weeks into this, my husband is saying, this isn't such a bad deal. Yeah, they're here somewhere. They're pooping in the litter box. They're eating. We don't have to see them. Well, about a week later, I'm vacuuming in my basement, and I discover one or at least two had diarrhea. Okay, that's it. These are foster cats, and they're not my babies, okay? So we decided we were going to kennel. They were feral cats, basically. They were feral, and that I brought into our home. So we decided we'd had enough with these fucking cats. So we get one in the kennel. I don't even know which one we got, basil or oregano. I don't fucking care anymore. But so anyway, we can't catch the second one. We're all over the house. My boys, I think, are 4 and 7. And it's like a safari. The boys are so excited. Mom, I've got him over here. So we trap him in the bedroom. And he's under the bed. And one boy goes, Mom, I've got him. I'll just grab him. Well, the cat's running toward the door. And as he's at the door, I decide I was going to grab him. Just like around here, well, he turns around and he bites me right between over my middle knuckle. I looked like I had a paw. I'm sorry, but I think if I could have, I might have strangled at that moment. But anyway, we get him in the kennel, and I call the adopt-a-pet lady, and I'm sorry, but I had to be very terse with her. I said, I'm sorry, this is not working out, and I suggest you either put them to sleep or drop them off in the country somewhere. She didn't like that so much. Not much at all. So we brought the cats over to her house, and that was that. And I had to throw away everything the cats had ruined. And so then we got another cat. Fortunately, that cat lived a long life, as did the next one we got a year later. And so now it's 25 years into this whole process. And now, once again, my boys are off in college, off on their own, and I'm living in a house all by myself. And so this poor little sweet gray and white Libby, who I am allergic to, and who shoots fur everywhere, she is now still my baby.